Islamic scholar urges military to bomb bandits forest without minding collateral damages. An Islamic cleric, Sheikh Murtala Bello Sokoto, has urged the Nigerian military to, as a matter of urgency, bombard all identified bandits enclaves in the forest irrespective of the collateral damage that they may incur. And this is what a lot of people have been saying. Even the government said that is the reason why they don't want to bombard the hideouts or the camp of these terrorists, because of the people that they are holding in their custody. Because if they do that, that means what they are trying to protect, as in protect the victims, that everybody will perish. But we don't know how truth that is. But this man is saying you just have to do that. And I think that is one of the blackmail the so-called terrorists or bandits they call themselves are using against the government, because they feel that they will not they will not want to hurt the victims that are with them. But Sheikh Bello made this call in a short video obtained by PR Nigeria, while noting that the security forces are recording victories against the criminal elements. He advised the government and military to intensify efforts towards ending activities of terror bandits. The religious leader also identified the activities of unpatriotic informants within the society who supply information to the bandits regarding troops movements as a major impediment to the success of military operations in Nigeria. I don't know the particular state, but I'm sure, it is one of the northern states. Whether it is the same Sokoto, I can't really um say. We learned that an Igbo man was killed because he gave information of the so-called bandits to the police, and they got to know. People have been asking who now went to tell those bandits that it was this man that gave them some sort of information that made the Nigerian army to get at them. That means they are informants too. In as much we know that they are informants among the community, among the society, also we still have informants among the so-called security men. Nobody wants to do anything because you don't even trust, you don't even know the policeman you are talking with. You don't know the soldier man you are talking with. Well, he said he's calling on the federal government and military to fear Allah and do what is necessary to eradicate the activities of the criminals. Not only civilians, even security forces in northern Nigeria are now in a difficult situation, and the government should do what is required to end this problem by just eliminating the enemies to end terrorism in the north. There are many terrorist hideouts that need to be bombarded and leveled to the ground. Meanwhile, the few law-abiding citizens who are residing close to them should be asked to vacate the locations as soon as possible. It is possible to cut a rotten finger in an attempt to ensure the well-being of the entire body, the cleric said. What do you think? You think this man is making sense? He said they should do the needful. In as much the fingers are being pointed at the masses and the so-called security personnel, the government too need to do the needful. They need to do normal, because we remember when Goodluck Jonathan was saying that he had Boko Haram members in Aso Rock in his cabinet, and they just waved it off. They just downplayed the whole thing. Nobody said anything concerning that. If he could be saying that, and that is true. That is true. Even if he didn't say it, people will know, see know. They will tell you they need information. So at that level that Goodluck Jonathan was the president, he had that information. Then who was he supposed to have told? But he didn't do anything. They won't do nothing. They will not do anything. Well, this is a wise talk. Without cut off the rotten finger will eat up the other fingers. You are wrong. People should not cut off their noses to spite their faces. President Buhari will not allow this to happen. It is just the way of freedom. Some will pass on for others to live. Hey, that's a strong one there. A difficult one there. a difficult one there. Okay. Maybe among that we pass on for others to live. But that's just have people not been paying with their last. So what do we do? That's why I say it's a difficult one. It's like you are chewing something, you cannot swallow it and you cannot speak that stuff out. One is hanging. Well, it is time federal government take this advice. The people living close to them, the federal government doesn't want to kill. No, you guys are not getting it. They are not even talking about those who are living around there. Those that one are small thing. We are talking of the victims, because they still have some victims with them, and they will continue to keep some. While they are releasing some will still be kept. The federal government doesn't want to kill fewer than the people the bandits are killing and torturing. Hey, those who reside near the bandits are themselves bandits. No. You cannot say that those who are living around them are bandits as well. Of course, we could be, but most of the time, when the people or people in a village, when they don't have a place to go, do you know that they are now in most of the communities and local governments in the north, the so-called bandits and terrorists are their governments. They pay taxes to them, but they will not want to say that most of all these senators and House of Rep members, some of them have come out and say all this rubbish talk that coming out from the security men and government, especially the spokesperson, saying that oh, there are no places that these people are holding to ransom. They are not in charge of any community. That is a lie. The people there, they know that okay, you are our government, you are not going to attack us. Maybe they will go outside to go and kidnap other people, because the people around there staying around those bandits, they pay money to them, they pay taxes to them before they go to farm. Some of them have come out that their farms now belong to all these bandits. They are the ones that will tell them the day they will go and the day they will not go. And there are times that the owners of the farms will go to go and work for the so-called bandits in their own farm. They will not even get anything. I will work for you in my own business, but all the benefits you take it because you are a bandit or because you are a bandit. So majority of them who are living around there, they don't have anywhere to go. You can say, oh, they can move. Some people have been moving, and that's why we don't even know, because the government, Buhari himself is not sincere. When I say federal government, it's like you just try to exonerate Buhari because he's the one. Like they always say, oh, everything stops on his table. Everything stops on his table. That is it. Everything stops on his table. So when you have people who are going through that stuff, and you look the other way, and you expect things to move fine, they are still paying bandits. They are still paying them. They are still holding some places, but they will come out and be telling us Oko Kambu stories. And that's why they will say, oh, internet is not everywhere in the north. Internet is not everywhere, because they have made it so. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.